and thank you for tuning in to the Legacy Business Show. This segment will showcase a Belizean entrepreneur making significant waves in the Belizean economy each week. These are forward-thinking individuals who are pushing boundaries and breaking barriers. On tonight's show, we are doing things a little differently. We are having a conversation with one small business owner. As you've noticed, today's show has been centered on MSMEs and the effects it has on the economy. We are joined today by Lorcia Moore from Naturally Belize Cosmetics, and we want to have a small conversation on what it takes to be an entrepreneur, a female entrepreneur, and owner of a small business in Belize in 2024. Welcome, Lorcia.
Hi.
How are you?
Thank you for having me on the Legacy Market Show.
You are very welcome, and I'm so happy we're having this conversation because as an owner of a product myself, I want to see if we have similar experiences. So first and foremost, can you tell us about your product and how you came about it and the foundation of your business?
Sure. So the name of my business is Naturally Belize Cosmetics. And we're located in Punta Gorda, and what we do is create all natural cosmetic products that consist of 3 lines. So I have a beauty bar line that's in supermarkets in 30 stores countrywide. I have a hair and skincare line that can be purchased through our website or at our Punta Gorda location. And I also have an eco-friendly hotel line that consists of hotel toiletry that are eco-friendly. They are made with natural ingredients and are also packaged in biodegradable and compostable packaging. And for me, I would say that my passion has always been creating a business that is zero waste. At the moment, I would say we're about 75% plastic free, using recycling bottles, biodegradable packaging, and compostable packaging. So that's a major accomplishment for me. Looking at where we got started, my grandmother used to make coconut oil for a living in Placencia. And when I started out, I used to make coconut oil. However, I kind of turned that into a value-added product, which is the cosmetic line, where we still incorporate using coconut oil in all of our products.
Thank you, Lorcia, for sharing your journey with us. So you mentioned that first your grandmother taught you how to make coconut oil, and that you started recently doing, I don't know if this is recently, can you just let us know if you recently started doing the eco-friendly hotel line, or was that something that has always been a part of Naturally Belize Cosmetics?
Yes, it's most recent. In last year, we launched the eco-friendly hotel line.
Okay, because I know that as an entrepreneur, we always have to be on top of things. And when we have a product or service that a lot of people like, they're constantly asking us, when is the next one? What are you going to do next? Can you tell us why you shifted into the eco-friendly hotel line? Was there a demand for it, or did you just envision it in your head one day and thought that this would be a good idea to bring to the market?
Yes, there was a demand for the hotel line. However, I always have to add the twist of it. It has to be eco-friendly. That's what I always kind of repeat to myself. And it makes it a bit more challenging when you're trying to get, a product to be eco-friendly, to be biodegradable, compostable, because the packaging are more expensive, I would say. But yes, there was a demand for it, not the eco-friendly part of it, I would say, but I had to add that into this new product.
Okay. Well, congratulations on your new line, first and foremost. I recently spoke before you. There was Dr. Almendarez from Beltrade, and he told us that 90% of our economy relies on MSMEs and that they generate almost 75% of national GDP. And almost 50% of employment. I want to know if that information is shocking to you, and how has it been recruiting and retaining employees for Naturally Belize Cosmetics?
Okay. As an entrepreneur, I find that the statistic is fascinating and indicative of a robust entrepreneurial spirit within the community. I think the high percentage reflects a innovative culture. It also demonstrates the resilience and willingness of entrepreneurs in our economy. Um, I would say exploring the factors contributing to this entrepreneurial landscape would be valuable for fostering further economic development and collaboration within the community. When it comes to employment, for me in Naturally Belize, we're a family-owned business, so we more tend to employ family member at the moment. We do take on part-time employees. We're more of a seasonal business as well because we work closely with the tourism industry. So we do tend to employ persons within high peak season.
That definitely makes sense. I want to talk about competition. Many people view competition as a negative thing, and many people view it as a positive thing, as when there's competition, that means the economy is flourishing and there's not a monopoly. So I wanted to hear your thoughts, because you are in the cosmetic industry, and there are a lot of skincare and cosmetic lines out there in Belize and entrepreneurs are making organic soaps as well as body washes and skin creams. So what are your thoughts on competition within your field?
I think that competition is good in my field because when I first started, there were minimal small business or entrepreneurs that were making natural products. And so I had to be the one kind of advocating for that and marketing that to sell my product. And now because there's more people in the market, I find that there's more person that know about or are knowledgeable about natural products, the benefit of using natural product, a local product. So I feel that the competition have benefit us in a way that we can cut down costs on marketing. However, something that we have to safeguard ourselves against is that sometimes we have competitors that tend to imitate our brand and create the same exact product and would say, this is from Naturally Belize. So that's something that we're looking in close to this year with intellectual property and also branding some of our product lines.
Thank you for sharing your opinion on competition with us. But now we want to talk about the fun part. Can you talk about the highlights or the benefits of owning your own business?
Okay, I think some of the benefits would be creative freedom. As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you have a unlimited, I would say, creative space where you can feel free to create, to experiment, to trial and error with a product. While if you're in an institution, you only have a limit. There's also opportunity to learn and grow where you can select the trade, the skill that you want to improve on in your business. And lastly, I would say financial rewards, because for me and in our business, the more we sell, the more benefits, financially we would reap.
So if there is a struggle, and let's say there's a struggling youth out there or someone who has an idea about a product or service, but they're not quite sure where to start, what would be your advice to them?
My advice for them would be to start small. We usually have this dream that's so big, and we limit ourselves because we don't have the space. We don't have a laboratory. We don't have a workspace. We may not have a business vehicle that another entrepreneur have or something. Start small and go from there. I think sometimes these things limit us because we're looking at what other entrepreneurs are doing. So for me, I would say start small and go from there. Start with your family, your network, and then move from there.
Thank you, Lorcia. And our final question is, where do you see yourself as well as Naturally Belize Cosmetics within the next 5 years?
Uh, for me, I would say I hope to have built or work towards building a green manufacturing plant um, where we can adapt green technology processes, favoring recycling material and limiting the impact of environmental hazards and yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck on your farm. I think that would be a huge accomplishment as well as benefit for your business. I do want to thank you so much for taking the time to have this conversation with us. I definitely enjoyed learning more about you as well as your business and what's to come within the next few years. So good luck with your business, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.